Hello, hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful, wonderful day or is about to have a great one wherever you are. Okay, wonderful. Let's just start our reading with lighting up our candles. So let's, in no particular order, I'm very excited today for no reason. No reason. So it's just maybe this is energy around me. There's a lot of, so how I see it is there's a lot of opposing energy, yes, but there's a lot of positive energy as well. Like there's negativity, yes, but there's a lot of positivity as well. Like our angels are around. I'll tell you how I know it. Let's begin with welcoming Archangel Chamuel, evoking Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel, please bring in your love and light. Here it is. Thank you. Archangel Raphael. Here you go. Archangel Raphael with his healing energy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Archangel Gabriel, the divine messenger. Here you go. There it is. And Archangel Michael. There it is. Thank you. Here it is. Welcome, Archangel Michael. I will say a short prayer. Hang on for a bit. Let me organize them the way I like to see them. Okay. Allow me a moment. All right. Yes, let's begin. I have, we'll just see how many we can cover. I have truckloads of downloads. And I got so many of those today just while, commuting back home. Oh my gosh. This is going to be, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I'll just try to deliver as many as I can. All right. Okay, so let me begin with, there's one, but if I start Deuteronomy, it will not end, but if somebody needs to hear it. Let's start with the longest one. I know for sure this is longer. So I was taken to Deuteronomy. This is now, by this time, collective, if you've been regular on my channel, it is one of the books in Bible. All right, so I don't know these books by heart yet, all right? As much as I would love to, I know some bit, I would say, but not more. It's not like I know them by heart now. But this one, I was taking this, basically this book, what is about? What is the theme of the book, let's say, for instance? What is it about? Yeah, is it just a collection of stories or something? No, basically this is, it talks about the Ark of Covenant, or the Covenant of, I'll come to it. So it's basically, to put it very simply, because there's a lot of context to it. So sometimes my mind just buffers where should I start so that it makes sense to you, right? So see, it's almost like, you can say it's like a rule book. General rules to live by. Not general, I wouldn't call them general. I would say like, almost like laws to live by. Because why am I saying, why did I change from rules to laws, is because these are like almost in a way like, what is the difference between a rule, let's say, or a directive and a law, right? Because laws are enforceable. That's the difference, right? Almost the same way. That's why I changed it from, when I say Deuteronomy is not a book of rules, it's a book of laws in a way, divine laws, or laws that you should abide by. Why I said laws is because almost divine is saying that it's almost like the ones who break these laws would be punished. So that means they are enforceable, although in divine way, but they are enforceable. So that makes them laws when you talk about spiritual language. Okay, so this book is very interesting. There's a lot of so these are the rules, that divine rules or laws that divine had, the divine father God had given to Moses in when he appeared, and when Moses actually came face to face with God, the God, right? And this was given to him, and these, like, divine gave him a list of rules or laws that people should live by, people should abide. That's should be their way of life. That should govern the way of life, rather. All right. So these are. Yeah. So no, there was like, sorry, there was like literally within this download, there were like 30 more downloads. So I just have to like now sieve through what I can give at the moment without, okay. All right. Okay. So let me just begin. Let me just begin with Deuteronomy. Hang on for a second. And there's so much here. And what was, okay, this is a 7:16. Yeah, got it. Because bear with me, this wasn't given to me yesterday. This was given to me before. So it just sometimes takes a while for me to, get to it. Hang on. And there was like a lot came in. And yes, fire, 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 fire. Even up till, and I remember I looked at the, at my watch at the time. It was like 5:52. I was thinking about, okay, let's start wrapping up. And at office, right? 5:52 p.m. just today, this evening. And I was like, oh my God, how long has fire not come? And I was like, instantly fire. I was like, so your opponents are under great, great judgment. And this has been told to me. It's, I don't know what kind of karma they're getting, but divine keeps on saying fire. So I don't know. I was just deliberating that with myself, with my own self. I was like, is it like a literal fire? Is their house on fire or something? I don't know. Or their lives. I think it's more, connotative. I think it could be their lives on fire. Lives on fire. Like, or whatever they built. Oh yeah, thank you, divine. Whatever they built by, let's say for instance, for all those of my chosen ones, my collective here, whoever, let's say something was stolen from you, and 1 second, something is bothering me. 1 second, okay, got it. Okay, so let's say somebody stole from you, let's say whatever, $100, for instance, just for an example, we'll take it. Somebody stole something from you, all right, and let's say they took $100, and this is just for like illustration purposes, all right, just giving you an example here. $100 somebody stole, and they went and, let's say, bought something from it. Let's say they bought this, all right, they stole $100, they bought this from that stolen $100. Are we there? All right, so what divine was telling me was that this, whatever they bought, is on fire. Whatever they did with your stolen inheritance, with your stolen money, your stolen blessings, your stolen peace. Are you getting my point? Are you getting there now? Are you seeing it? Stolen peace. It could be opportunity that they stole from you. Whatever they stole from you. And I'm coming to why did I make this air bunnies when I said stolers. So let me just finish this point first. So whatever they stole from you is on fire right now. I mean, I literally wrote in this page, I have written fire like in caps, and then another fire in caps with an exclamation mark. And this is like literally different days that just kept coming in. Fire, fire, even today, fire, fire, yesterday, fire, fire. There's a lot of fire around you, and we covered this. I've covered it so many times, and I keep coming back with it because I know there's relevance in it rather. So when divine is saying there's purifying fire around you, there's like almost like a circle of fire around you, my collective, and you're being protected. So if anything gets taken away from you in this blessed period, in this ascended moment, please hear me. If anything gets taken away, let it go. Don't ever, it is like your clue. Just write it down on a piece of paper should you really want to like internalize it. Read it 10 times over and just know it. Whatever went in this period up till now, whatever has gone, was never supposed to be with you, never supposed to be in your journey. Whatever goes away, let it be a thing, a money, property, friend, love, or opportunity, whatever you think, no matter how well coated, how well disguised, how well, whatever it was. Just so you know, and I'm guaranteeing you this, collective. I am guaranteeing you this, that whatever has gone was meant to be out of your life. You were only able to ascend this, last test because you threw that out. So whatever it is, no matter how, however it looks like, maybe something looks like, oh, it's come back brand new. It has come back like, in a new avatar or whatever it is. You know what I'm trying to say, right? And I'm not just talking about people, bro. Anything. Let's say you gave something away to your friend, and they never returned it, and they now want to give it back to you. Just ask them to keep it. Don't take anything, even symbolically. Just don't take anything from anybody. Whatever has gone is gone. And circling back to the point that I made, whatever was stolen from you was supposed to be out of your energy. So even if it was something that was, let's say you thought, oh, it was important for you at the time, just know it was probably made with, if it was a thing, it was made with wrong kind of money that it was probably bought with wrong money, tainted money. Getting my point? Maybe black money. You getting my point what I'm saying, right? So it was never supposed to be in your divine energy. It was never supposed to be. And I know how it sounds. Maybe somebody took a lot of money from you, it does not come back, and you were like, oh my god, somebody took. Why am I giving this example? Because I know a lot of people equate that with success, right? Your material wealth is with success. That is what you think. But if at all that is the case, and that has like disturbed you, so you know, it was supposed to go. It was supposed to be that way. You will earn, you will get back. You are here to create a legacy. You're not here to create a legacy with inherited money, in the sense like, if it all that is like it was a big amount, let me just tell you, it was supposed to go away. You will make it, or for all that inconvenience you went through, let me know. Whatever you went through in the comment section, just let me know, right? Whatever you went through, whatever inconveniences, whatever heartbreak, whatever you went through, whatever pains, whatever, even trauma, for instance, whatever you went through, while you lost that person, thing, feeling, security, whatever it was, whatever that thing, XYZ thing may valued you as, right? Or you valued it as, whatever it was supposed to go away. And you will get whatever, if you think that it was money, you will get your money back. In the sense, not that money. You will earn it yourself in a different way. Am I making sense? Just so you know. So that fire, their lives are on fire for whatever they stole from you. This especially came in, it resonated so deeply with me when it came like fire. This fire that divine is like, just give me a moment. Like, there's so much that keeps coming with this fire download, right? There's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that is happening that we don't know about, collective. So there's a lot. I'm saying that is why I'm saying I'm in a great mood, but I know the energy around me ain't that great, but I'm feeling great. Why? Because I know there's like, we are surrounded, my collective, you and I, we are surrounded by a wonderful positive energy that is shielding us from this negative energy, but there's still a battle going on. So you must thank your angels, you must thank your ancestors, you must thank your gods. Please don't. You must thank universe. You should never forget to do that. Please, just so you know, there's a lot happening and you're still feeling so great, is only and only because they are literally manifesting here in 5D. Oh, that's in 3D, sorry. Oh, yes, in 5D, of course. Literally, my another download that I got a while back, this has been happening since yesterday. That I think that what I feel is that angelic, that protection that we have is not just in 5D, it's like literally manifesting itself in 3D. And I mean it. Like, I would have never really said this. I know that God is inside me. I know my angels are around me. Even as we speak, as you look at me right now, I can guarantee you that there are angels sitting right next to me watching me, and they're pointing at things that I need to look at. All right, but really, I mean, this time they are like literally manifesting in the 3D as people, actual living, breathing people. Just like, let's say, for instance, bad spirits can take over people, right? And we see a lot of people just walking, suddenly they start working out of, like operating out of jealous, envious energy, and they start planning and plotting and how to take that person down. That kind of energy, that's negative entity, that's a principality, right? Similarly, the good energies also can do the same thing, and I can tell you this is something that I felt from yesterday. So I knew that they had to like literally manifest in the 3D around me so much, and I'm you, you are me collective. All right, I'm having these experiences so that I can share them with you, and you can also understand what is happening around you. All right, so I know for a fact that I knew if they were around me so much, this has to be in something like they are here in flesh and blood. That means they're like, they really want to stand right next to me and to like make sure that, there's no harm done to me or whatever. It's like to that extent. So just so you know, there's like, I cannot tell you, like absolute, it is very angelic beings, very angelic beings. And I've never seen such, it's a very different feeling, that such smiles and that positive energy, that, that silence, that beautiful silence. It's just, and amongst like 1,000 people, I really mean, wow, is amazing. And it's not just a one-time thing. I think since yesterday, like yesterday morning, like there's been a huge change in the energy. Huge. And I could feel it. Like, so what if you're like feeling just as great as I am, trust me, you need to like thank your angels. It is literally because of that. They're around you. They're like standing guard. But she has to feel good. He has to feel good. It's been enough. Enough is enough. And they're like literally passing judgment, right? They're like, let's say for instance, they're in spirit when they're standing right next to people. Let's say they're like snitching about you, like, हम ऐसे कर देंगे, उसको तो पता ही नहीं, हम तो ऐसे कर देंगे, अच्छा मैंने पता क्या करा पीछे से, मैंने ऐसे कर दिया. All this planning this low vibrational 3D stuff then people do. Imagine then the angels standing right next to them, like just listening to, और क्या करेंगे, अच्छा ये करते हैं, and they're like, right then. It's literally happening real time to them. And I mean like real time. And if at all it doesn't happen real time for that instance, just so just know, the angels just wait, like, just ye bhi kar lene dete, then I will hit them right at that time. It'll be fun. They're not, you think they're like, yes, angelic beings, but they're like seeing that they're naughty too. Okay, these people are doing that and they have like such bad intentions. They're like, oh, this needs to be like handled. They need to be like punished. They're like being punished right now. Your opponents are being actually punished right now. They are being embarrassed in public. Like, I mean, embarrassed in public. Like, whatever they wanted to do to you, like you wanted to say things to you, mean things to you in front of like 10 people. What? Not important. Yeah, so it's like, why do you think that somebody would just make it a point to just point out or say things like, oh, you're not important? Why do you think? It's because you're important. And you're most likely more important than that person or his own existence, right? So, and it's like now the exact same thing happens to them. They get ridiculed in front of a group, which is, there's always a final boss, right? The boss higher than you. They get ridiculed. They get called. And what is freaking out your opponents right now is that probably angels are making those bosses that are bullying them now. Whatever, like, and I'm not just talking about a workplace thing. I'm just using the final boss, the game analogy, right? So whoever it is, like, let's say, like whatever, your friends or whoever, strangers on the road, whatever. They're people who are higher, more powerful than them. They're using, what I'm saying is, what is freaking out your opponents is like, those people are using the same words that your opponents planned to say to you or they said to you in the past. Same words, and it's freaking out your opponents. Freaking them out right now, let me tell you. So many beautiful angelic smiles around me. I cannot even, like, I was like, what is happening? Really? It's like, and not just, it's a constant, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that positive atmosphere. Like, I couldn't believe it. Yesterday was the first time ever. I'm sorry if I'm repeating it, like, but I want to stress that fact that this is a blessing. It's a blessing to be. See, if you're always around negative people who are just doing, that kind of energy, you're like, spend your energy elsewhere, bro. Maybe learn a thing or two, kind. So, but if you're always around that kind of energy, and when you're like surrounded by that tranquil energy of like that angelicness, it's just, you want to soak it in. You want to just experience it over and over again, right? Okay. So coming back, so it was like it's, and also yes. So okay, Deuteronomy, yes, we're going to cover it now that I'm in the flow of these. Let me tell you. So fire, 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 fire. I literally saw, what is that movie also? The Lost Bus. It has got Matthew McConaughey. It's on the California fires, right? It's a great movie, by the way. Greatly, not so nice. Really, I have like watch it. I won't say too much about it. It's very nicely directed, of course, beautifully acted. We already know the story, but no, it's a you must watch it. I won't say much. You must watch it. It's a great watch. Worth your time and then some. All right. So I watched that movie twice in 2 days, and it had like fire only in it. I'm telling you, and I knew I was being made to watch it. Just watch the movie, The Lost Bus, and you'll see it is for you. There's some lesson for you in there. You must watch it. Okay. Then I also had downloaded It's Your Time. Yeah, Divine said it's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time to do what you want to do. So just make sure you do good things. Even I got a jar from like universe, basically, like, bro, this is your golden time. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time? Don't waste your time. This is this is the time we prayed for. You prayed for this. This is what we wanted to be. This is you've become, in fact, yes. Sorry, again, like I said, I got so many downloads that this is going to be a little staggered. All right, just bear with me. So do you remember we got this download fragments, and I told you at the time also there's something that I'm not touching upon, that I know if it gets given back to me. 22 on my clock. Thank you, Divine. I'm telling you, I know I'm right. If it gets given back to me, I know they know that I can crack it, but they like to give it back to me. That's how they play with me. They're like, no, just think about it again. Dwell on it. So when that fragments was given to me, and talk about lost fragments, right? We had that card lost also. We had fragments also. All right. So it's like, since we are like one big soul, we are one entity, and then like we're part of the universe. There's a lot of evolution that happens. We live through various lives. That's why we say some souls are young, some souls are old. It's not your life age we're talking about, that you're this many years old or something. It's your soul, how many reincarnations you've had until now, how many lessons, how many lives you've learned, how many times did you go to earth school, all right, or whatever else, whichever other planet you were on, whichever other realm you were on, whichever other reality you lived, right? How many times did you do that? So based on that calculation is your age. So if you're young, you're old school, old soul, right? So that soul, so there are fragments, and we go, when as people, having our human experience, we go through traumas, we go through pains, we go through trials and tribulations, all right? So we face this negative energy so much. A lot of times we lose a part. It is, in fact, not a lot of times. Most times you'll see we lose with every challenge, with every pain, with every obstacle. If it is really big, right? This negativity starts to chip away. In fact, I touched upon this topic earlier also in my last, 2-3 reads back also, that negativity starts to chip away from you, your entity, like your being, your actual entity. It takes away bit by bit. It may not be able to like really stab you or kill you or bleed you. Take it metaphorically, all right? But it takes away like a part of you, tiny part of you, those fragments. Like, let's say if you loved to sing a lot. Let's say, for instance, you love dancing a lot, but somebody just say, oh, you don't. you don't own this, you don't own that, is it the right way to do it, is it good for you to do that, does it look nice on you, does it, whatever they might come up with, whatever they want to come up with, but they take away those things and then you stop doing them. Let's say if somebody said these things, I was giving an example of dancing, right, or singing, maybe somebody said and you stopped it. So they took that innocent part of you, that actual, original, authentic part of you that you were made of, right? They took that part. Or even if they didn't take it, it chipped away from you. You lost a fragment, right? You're getting what I'm trying to say. It's a very small things. This still singing would be still a big thing, I would say. They're very, very small, tiny things that we are actually made of. Then we keep sacrificing ourselves also. We keep sacrificing them, or negativity takes them away. People hurt us, whatever way. So we lose these fragments. And in order to really ascend, to come at that highest level, to become one with yourself, with your highest self, all right, you need to collect all those fragments. You have to get them back. And I got this download, and this was also while commuting. I get a lot of downloads while commuting. I think this, okay, there are various reasons to it. But I was given this value, like when I last ascended, when we all last ascended, my collective, that was when the fragments bit came in, the lost fragment. I think we were just left with one tiny part that we just recollected. It was something that we were left with. That's why the fragment was still given to us. Something that we were left with, that we just collected. Even I don't know what we collected, but something we just collected back. You and all did. Just think about it. Sit down in absolute silence. Think about it. Or while working, whichever works for you. Listening to music, doing your household chores, whatever you do. Whatever it is, whatever works for you. Think about it. What is it that you just collected? You collected something that was you gave back to yourself. And it ain't a material thing. Let me begin with that, okay? It isn't a material thing. Oh, it was just something that is related to your soul, to your essence that you gave back. And once you did, it was like, the actual download was like your higher self saying that, oh, this is now you're here. Now we have got everyone. It was like more like a vision like download. So I can't go into like too much detail into it because it's very personal also to me. But just so you know, I'm going to give you just bits and pieces of it, like, and rightly so. The download is fragments, right? So, but you collected something, and it was like, now it was like, I think the last missing piece. Let's say if like there's 1,000 pieces, that puzzle, right? That you have to put those blocks together, right? They're ill-shaped and they're like very uniquely shaped, and you have to put them together. What is it? That mosaic, whatever it is, right? I don't know what the technical term for that is. It is like you put your pieces together, right? This was the last missing piece. Somewhere in the middle, or whatever, just in the corner, wherever, just take it as that. One last teeny tiny bit. It wasn't a big thing. It wasn't like a big test. It was like a smallest possible thing that you gave back to yourself. And that was the last fragment that was needed to like complete that circle, to complete that phase, to complete that 10-10 energy. That was last one. It was your higher self saying, that's what we were waiting for. That is exactly, we were waiting for you. It was the last one. Let's say there were 99 versions of you already. Everyone, already in place. Everyone is like, yeah, they were vouching for you. Your version was the last one to reach. You were the last one to like make sense of, connect two dots and just get there. And we're like, yeah, we were waiting for you to come in. Now the party starts. You getting what I'm saying? I'm sure you're getting what I'm saying. Just dwell on it a little bit. And so congratulations on that also. This is a big thing because that last, it bothered me then also, like after doing so well, is there something else also? There's something missing. Of course, healing is like an ongoing journey. It's not like, it doesn't stop. I covered this many times. It's an ongoing, it is never going to stop. We always will have to keep on healing ourselves, heal others. All right. And it's a constant work. It's not a 2-month course. It ain't that. All right. So, but there's always first steps. So whatever it is. Yeah. Think about it. So there was this confirmation. I'm telling you, this is something you collected and gave back to yourself. Reconfirmation, I'm telling you. And there's an alarm going on outside, and my husband's is, his phone is ringing right now. So I'm telling you, there's something you gave back to yourself that has completed that journey. This is over. And connecting this message with the first one that I told you, just remember to not take back anything now from your past life. Nahi lena, abhi kuch no people, no whatever friends, energy, whatever went. वो अब वापस नहीं लेना. Whatever has gone. Whatever is back with you now is yours. And whatever you have now is what we'll build on. Nothing has to be taken back. Getting my point? Collective? Yeah. All right. So, okay. Yeah. People in grave. Okay. There's this download given to me that people are in grave anxiety over you. And I stressed on grave anxiety. So death energy, it could be like people could be just wishing you bad, like, whatever, I'm just trying to try not to give the same example to you because that's the same energy I deal with here. But whatever you're dealing with, it could be like your friends, it could be your workplace, it could be whoever you're dealing with. Just generally dumb fuck people. Sorry. Whoever they are, whatever you're dealing with, all right, is like they are in grave anxiety over you. So death energy, they could be wishing you, I'm not saying you wishing you death, of course that too. Let's be real. They were. Mari kyun nahi chahti, that time of energy. But having said that, it also means like death to your plans, death to your passion, death to your projects, death to your, you're getting the gist, right? Death to your happiness, death to your glow, death to your ascensions, death to your connection with divine. Ooh, your connection with divine is what gets the goat really when it comes to them. You just can't fathom it. Like, what does she mean she can talk to God? It's like that. People don't get it because they can't talk to God. They can only see an idol and they can bow with respect. I'm not saying they don't have respect. They can bow with respect. They can go to a temple, but they cannot talk to God because they don't talk to God. That's also like a part of it. But anyways, but we chosen ones have a different mission. We have different purpose. We are here for different things. Our existence is not around things that these people deal with. So we accept them. They should also be able to accept us, but no. So apparently it's quite a trigger. Your glow is quite a trigger. All right. So what do what do? You do nothing. You just know. Just know. There's nothing you can do. They have to heal themselves. If somebody happy and glowing and improving themselves is triggering somebody, they should just should make a note to self that they need to probably meditate or go to God, ask for forgiveness. In spirit, you can always ask for forgiveness from that person also. Let's say you had a bad thought about someone. This is what I do. I'll tell you what I do. Let's say, I'm also a human being at the end of the day, right? So I had a reaction over something and then I think no, I don't have these things anymore now, quite honestly. But if at all, if a thought comes and oh, what shall I say it? Then so I immediately just say sorry to God. I apologize to God immediately. I'm sorry, God, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. And in spirit, immediately I would say sorry to that person that I'm sorry. Let's say I didn't mean to put that energy out there. I say that. This is what you can also do. And this is not for things that this is not for things that are done in 3D, not done things. I'm not saying that. Just a thought being, let's say, it wasn't such a pleasant thought and it just felt like, I should, chodo bhai, hame nahi karna, no? So you should just remove that thought, remove that energy from your mind and just, it's a very good way of, turning that negative energy into positive energy. Really. There's a Ho'oponopono prayer also, right? Which is, it says, I love you, I'm sorry, something like Ho'oponopono prayer, right? Which is, it is the technique, right? And it's also It's a very healing prayer. It's in a way you alchemize the negative energy. So what you say, you have to repeat these phases slowly. You just have to repeat them in your mind that I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And this is not to some person. You're not saying these to another person. Or let me be very clear here. All right, let me stress on that, collective. This is for yourself. You have to say this to yourself. Because why are we saying this to ourselves is because a lot of times you'll see a lot of, and these negative energies are they project on us, like you the like this, you that. We start believing it when we are not healed. We start believing that stuff, like, oh my god, that's probably right. So when I started my spirit, before my journey, in fact, I think this is one of the first things divine reveals to you, that their projections are their projections, child. They are not yours. They are not, that burden is not yours. We could touched upon this, collective. I think in my last read only, their burdens are there. If they're saying, if they have that energy, it's not on you. You have got nothing to do with it. It's their energy, their healing, which is lacking. It is them feeling insufficient. It is them feeling not enough. It is them feeling insecure. It is not you. You don't feel that ways towards people who are probably better than you, right? You don't, right? Then that's it. That's the answer. If there is somebody who feels like, oh my god, your improvement in life, that you have upgraded yourself by your own hard work, and if that triggers anybody, that is on them. It is not on you. You can't just dull yourself to keep them happy. And just so you know, it never works. And that is why, I did that in the past. I used to feel like I would just dim my light a little bit so that everybody else was just like a little bit comfortable, if you know what I'm saying. Remember, yeah, really, I did that. And I'm sure each one of us has done it at some point in time. Especially if you're chosen, we get attacked so much that everyone comes for us. Everyone comes. And, when you're on your journey and you haven't yet fully healed, in those beginner steps, you start to feel maybe they're right. Maybe it is like that. And you dim your light. And that is what you have to, say sorry to you about. That is what the apology is about. And that is what the thankfulness is about. It says, I'm sorry. You have to say sorry. You're saying sorry to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. The love that you look for in other people in the world is actually within you. The God is in you. You are fully able and capable of loving yourself. You should be like your own person first. Should not need anybody. And I really mean it. And that is the ultimate sovereignty. And I can, bonk about that. I have achieved that. Completely. I don't need anyone's validation. Unless it is, of course, God. Of course, God's validation is something else. But even with God, I do my back and forth. I talk back in a way with respect. If at all something is not clear to me, an instruction is not clear to me, I ask back. I need clarity. Could you give me one more sign? Could you explain this to me? I don't get it. And before I say it, it comes in front of me. So it is like that ultimate validation should be from yourself. You like it, then it's fine. Getting my point? Just go through this. Go through the Ho'oponopono prayer. You'll find it like it's just 4 very, very simple sentences. What could they do? Have you ever tried anything? Have you ever tried anything? I'm asking you, collective. If you haven't tried any of these prayers, you'll know they're magical. Almost. I'm saying almost because you have to believe in the healing power of the universe. If you do, just work on these prayers and you'll know how. Just do them for a week, a month, and you'll start seeing the difference. Or what else we got? So, we already covered this, the smiling bit in Deuteronomy. We are doing Deuteronomy. Okay, what else do I have other than Deuteronomy? Because then we'll do this and 39 minutes. Okay, I did this. Okay, and there were other words. Oh yeah. So okay, I was reading a scripture, and it is about Sri Hari's Avatar Krishna, right? Sri Krishna. And I think I'm left with last 60-70 pages, less than 100 pages. Okay, I'm about to finish it, and I got tired, not of reading it. And I mean, like yesterday I was like, I threw my hands up in the air. What? I got tired of reading how many Rakshas, how many Asur, how many evil beings he killed. He had to kill. For me, it was like this one after the other. Every chapter has got like 5 Rakshas. Every chapter has got this, it's got this, it's got that. It is never ending. I got tired. I was like, I think I almost like physically in 3D, I must have just done this gesture. Like, just have had it. It is not fair for one avatar to go through it. It's too many. Like, as a baby, even before he was born, he was attacked throughout. Like a baby, he was attacked like creatures, demons, Rakshasis, this and that. People were after that boy. And after I was like, after killing like what, 100, 200, those Rakshasis, like he was just only 12 years old, 13 years old. I'm like, what? It's not fair. That, that creature he killed, that Nag he killed, that Flantimkana he killed, and then this Asur, then this Asur. I got tired of the Asur. Like, how? What? But I know why I felt that way. I think there could be someone like, just see, like, even a god had to kill so many. So there are times, right, collective, you and I get like a little, more of these, more opponents, more this, more that. Yes. More obstacles. Yes. I'm not praying for them. What I mean is that imagine a god like Sri Krishna had to kill those many. So you and I, we are here in his team, his army, bro. We obviously will have to do his work. So we are getting all these because we are like living literally his legend. We're living his legend right now. I have read a few scriptures, I would say. But this one, I was like, this was in detail. So I got fed up. I can't read more Asurs. Ho gaya bas. But I literally looked back at the book. How many pages are left here? I want him to be free of this. I'm sure he found that funny. But really, I mean, it's like too many, yaar. And the next chapter, I stopped in the next chapter was some Asur only. How many Asurs? What? Khatam hi nahi ho raha. And I mean, you might know of like 5, 10. I'm sure you can I'm sure you too know about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is everyone's favorite, right? He's the perfect man, right? Isn't he the perfect husband, the perfect boyfriend, the perfect son and everything, right? So I'm sure everybody loves him, and I'm sure on my collector, most of you know about him, and most of you know basically about them, all these creatures and demons and whatever he killed, right? So usse zyada multiply that by 100. If you really read the scripture, you will know, man, though we just know the surface level. Like this and that and this, and I'm not even talking about Kans here. And like whoever Kans sent, like 50,000 people that he sent, one after the other, or the schemes and the plotting and the planning, usko yahan bula lete hain, aise kar lete hain, all that. Bilkul literal. Nothing has changed वैसे. Really, युग बदल गए, but challenges थोड़े से change हुए, but the challenges, the core challenges is still the same. Alright, so again, just so you know, if ever you want to like need validation, if you ever want validation, just read Sri Hari's Lord Krishna's life. Just read his life. What he did, what happened this, and detail me padho, and then you come back to me and tell me if I was not right. Really, come back to me. And then they're like, you feel blessed. My life is not that hard. Like, oh my God, being a God, despite being a God, in spite being a God, he was like, every day of his life was ye hai, wo hai, aur wo illusion create kar diya usne, wo waise kar diya, usne ye kar diya, wo wahan le gaya, wo wahan se. Arey bhai, bas karo. It was like, it is literally how, our, this Kali Yuga is really. Anyways, but it was quite funny, and I'm closing the book. I don't want to read about any other Rakshas, bothering him. But it's a lot of work that he did. It was like almost his life seems like that he only obviously he took birth, right? Like his avatar was only here to help people, to emancipate people, right? To uplift us, to teach us to how to fight these challenges. You really want to appreciate him. really, really, really want to appreciate him, you know, read a few scriptures. Read a few scriptures, right? And just watch, I told you, like, watch Kurukshetra. It has only 18 chapters though, and they're like very quite fast. So if you have some, bit of like, if you have some background in Mahabharata and all, then you will still be able to catch up and all that. But for those who haven't really read Mahabharata, not talking about ki serial dekha hai ki nahi, I'm talking about really, if you have read the Mahabharata really, you'll still find it quite fast. But you must, it'll help you to just read a scripture at your own pace. There is no competition nahi hai, कोई race nahi hai. आराम से read करो, take your time, and you'll appreciate your life. I'm telling you, he'll make you appreciate your life. Okay, and all right. Oh, and there was a download which is, I think it might just be, I don't know if it's in Deuteronomy, how did I get this one? Where did I get it? But it's from the Bible only, when God said, don't forget your God when prosperity comes. So there is a tagline which says, fidelity in prosperity, something like that. I think, 1 second, I'll take out fidelity in prosperity. I forgot to light up my other candle, that evil eye wala dusra candle that would have given us, anyways, do it next time. Okay, fidelity. Okay, there's something. So I don't know which, again, which one is this? I don't know which chapter, which verse, which book it is, guys. I'm sorry. I did say what it meant was, divine was saying, see, you're in your golden period now. Golden period, you'll get what you want. Focus on the good things. To an extent, I just said, in fact, like, to an extent, I'm getting things like divine likes to like. Show me some love, okay? Like, really, if I want something, if I've ever liked something, like, let's say 10 years ago, I liked something, but I wasn't able to buy it at the time. Or like material things, I'm telling you, like, keeps showering with chota gifts and all of that. So it was something that I liked so many years back, that this is that period of mine that if I still want it, it'll come to me. Divine's like, if you want it, acha, all yours. What else do you want? It's like that kind of period, all right? This is the golden era that you have. So there's something about Divine is saying, okay, you're in your golden era, you've done the hard work, you've gotten here. Wonderful, congratulations, but don't forget me, okay? Don't forget your challenges. What brought you here? Remain humble. Okay, don't forget the teachings. Don't forget your healing. Don't forget to remain humble. Again, I'm saying that at the cost of repeating myself, because these things I also just keep on reminding myself, remain humble. All right, these are all blessings. They're all divine's blessings. So just remain humble. What divine is saying is just stay loyal. It's saying fidelity, it's saying that, just remain loyal. Of course, stay royal. Yeah, royal bloodline, isn't it? Divine bloodline. Okay, so, but remain loyal to the gods, whichever god you, why am I stuttering now? Hang on for a second. Let me just correct myself. So this could be a very important message for somebody that I've been stopped from giving. Okay, whoever it is, you need to remember that if you are like maybe not praying enough, or not praying as much as you used to, maybe you're not connecting with God as much, whatever it is, or you're not, let's say you used to donate, or whatever I'm just giving you tracks here, guys, take it as it resonates. Or whatever you used to do, whatever divine practice, whatever connected you to the universe, to the divine, to the whatever God you believe in, Mother Earth you believe in, whatever you did earlier, and now that you're here, like in your golden era, don't forget those things. Don't discontinue doing those things. Like, do them, keep doing them. In fact, now you should have the privilege to do it even more, right? If there was a material thing you used to do, like let's say some donations you used to make, now you have all the money in the world to make a bigger donation, isn't it, my collective? All right, let's say you used to go to or you used to do meditations, right? And this one goes for me as well. I haven't been able to meditate as much as I used to, really. So I'm going to like catch up on that. So or this is a message for me as well, but whatever, let's say it was meditation, then you need to like get back to your meditation practices. Whatever you did, just give back that time, because meditative time, that time is your time given to God. You're dedicating it to God, to the universe, right? So just make sure you have the time, you take out time to give it back to the universe. Not everything is supposed to be just la la happiness and like, you know, you're going out or just resting or having fun or eating or partying or whatever that you like doing. I highly doubt it's partying. Whatever it is, like whatever you do, however, whichever way, however way you spend your time, good time, whatever, you know, however you way, whichever way you define it. I'm telling you, this is for someone who needs this reminder. Or I've been stopped this the third time now. All right, whoever is supposed to listen to this, just please know whatever you're doing earlier, you're supposed to continue it. So get back at it. So whatever, meditations, puja, you know, whatever, silence, if you dedicated that, if you ever did, like went and maybe helped the animals, or whatever you did, like you did some service work in a mandir, in a gurdwara, whatever you did, like whatever. You're not, if you are in your golden period, go and do that same thing as a way of showing your gratitude to divine. All right, do that. Now that we are in 50 minutes, right? I think that's no, maybe more. That they are numbers okay. I'm going to open, yeah, this is the same, Deuteronomy 7:16. Hang on for a second, guys. Okay, this is a very big download, Deuteronomy wala, because like I told you, I got this sometime back and I was given this back because I didn't cover it then as much. 7, right? 7:16, okay. See, I'm telling you, like whatever left, what did I tell you? Whatever left your life needs to just stay out of your life now. Okay, people, things, practices, ill intentions, afflictions, addictions, whatever you may, bad habits, bad thinking, whatever it was. Or if somebody like us, I gave you those very material examples, somebody took your money, resources, opportunities, love, whatever they took from you, that's supposed to just stay out now. All right. This is not to be confused with the fragments message. That is a soul message. This is something else. All right. This is energy wise. And this again said it is destructions. So this chapter is chapter 7. And we are basically going to go to 16, verse 16. But I'm going to start from the start because it literally just said what I told you, right, earlier. It says, when the Lord your God brings you into the land which you are about to enter to possess. Yani, whatever you're getting into now, this chapter will be your crowning. This is your reigning period. This is your ruling period. All right. So with the land which you're about to enter to possess. And so when the Lord your God brings you into the land which you are about to enter to possess and removes many nations before you, and he names a few, and when the Lord your God gives them over to you, so he basically, so see, this is biblical language, and there are few words that I'm trying to not say out loud, so just bear with me. Biblical language, thoda sa purana old English is like slightly, it just takes you off. Okay, so when the Lord your God gives them over to you and you defeat them, as in the God will literally just bring them to their knees and bring them to you. All right, you shall put them under the ban. Make no covenant with them and do not be gracious to them. Now, gracious doesn't mean don't be nice to them in the way. Again, take it symbolically. Gracious as in you will not go into any contract with them. You'll not get into any relationships with them. You'll not get into any friendships with them. You'll not give them any place in your life. Period. All right. You shall not, in fact, Divine clarifies, you shall not intermarry with them, neither giving them... neither giving your daughters to their sons nor taking their daughters for your sons. Basically, symbolically, it means no connection with them at all. For they would turn your sons from following me to serving other gods, and then the anger of the Lord would flare up against you and he would quickly destroy you. So basically, they're saying the same thing, that no, This is the rule. People that are ousted, so I'm putting it very simply as I did earlier, whatever has been has been thrown out of your life, whatever has been ousted from your life, it's supposed to stay out. Nothing. Old period people, things, they're not supposed to come back into your life now. This is it. Divine is saying you're in that, you're at the standing at the gates. Remember that card, you're literally at the gate too. And you're entering the other portal. The gate is open. You're entering that gate. So whatever baggage from Pishta life, it's supposed to say in the back, in the past. You're not supposed to carry any of it. No relation, no matter what they say, how much they've changed, what they are doing. Oh my God, I always did, I always did. Whatever bullshit. Alright? It's great if anybody is like healing or pretending to heal whatever they are doing, whichever way. It is not your journey, not your burden. They're in your past. You made your choice. They made their choice, right? So that's it. Nothing has been, this is literally written that do not do this, because they would turn your sons from following me to serving other gods. What does that mean symbolically? It means it will take you away from God. These people are not sent by God. They are not in the same team. All right? They're not in the divine team. So you are not supposed to have not supposed to be in any contract with them. Again, all right? Okay, but this is how you must deal with them. Tear down their altars, smash the sacred pillars, chop down their ashrams. It's basically, and destroy them with fire. I think you know what fire is. Fire is your spoken word. Fire is your faith. Oh. You're getting my point? It's fire is your faith. That is what I've been... Okay, I get it now. This is what Divine wanted me to say. That fire, you have to destroy them by fire. You have to destroy them by fire. Not Divine is destroying. You have to destroy them by fire. And your fire is your faith. That I believe in my God. I believe in righteousness. I believe in my purpose. I believe what I'm here to do. Let them say what they want to say. And God is saying, I'll literally bring them to you. They will be on their knees. And you will destroy them with your fire. You getting my point? Like this gets deep. For you are a people holy to the Lord. Divine is saying that you are holy, you're pure, you're sacred. Your God, the Lord, has chosen you from all the peoples on the face of the earth to be a people, especially His own. Again, biblical language, thoda sa, just bear with it, okay? It says, I'll repeat again if it was a little loopy. For you are a people holy to the God. Now, Divine is speaking to you, the children of God, my collective, my chosen ones. For you are a people holy to the Lord, your God. The Lord your God has chosen you from all the peoples on the face of the earth to be people, especially His own, to be called His own. You're getting a point? Divine is like, I have chosen you. And there's a verse in Bible, which, like in one of the books, which says, like, I knew you before you were born. I knew you before you were born. Like Divine is saying, every breath you take, even your conception has been like your whole existence, your essence is divinely orchestrated. You're here by a plan. You're here for a purpose. You are here to play a part. Yeah. It was not because you are more numerous than all the people that the Lord set His heart on you and chose you, for you are really the smallest of all people. Divine is saying, no matter how small or big you are, you're mighty. It's basically saying, that's why I chose you, because you're mighty. Your spirit is mighty. You might be tiny. Like, I'm also not very tall or but I'm just very mighty. My spirit is big. It literally does say that. It was because the Lord... This is the fidelity. Again, that fidelity word that we were stressing on earlier. See, it was because the Lord loved you, and because of His fidelity to the oath He had sworn to your ancestors, that the Lord brought you out with a strong hand and redeemed you from the house of slavery, from the hand of the Pharaoh. Getting a point? Like Divine is saying, like, again, redeemed you from slavery, as in redeemed you, freed you from these negative forces, from these negative attacks, from people who are attacking your opponents. They might be big and man. They might be like, again, they could have like a power of money behind them for now. I was immediately like in my head, divine. Before I said that, divine corrected me in my head only. They might have the power of money right now behind them, but you know, money is just paper, and you know what burns paper? Fire. Know that the Lord your God is faithful, the God who keeps covenant mercy to 1,000 generations, but who, okay, so he says, but who, I'm going to skip a few words, but who repays with destruction those who hate him, he does not delay with those who hate him, but make, divine is like in a mood to punish people. Therefore, carefully observe the commandment and statutes and the ordinances which I command you today. Blessings of obedience, right? Again, obedience. That's what divine is saying. Be obedient. Just again, what is obedience? Doing what you were doing earlier. Whatever you're on your righteous path, whatever you were doing, just keep going. Okay, that's not a negotiable item. Just so you know. ऐसा नहीं होता अभी हम ठीक हो गए अभी हम नहीं करेंगे नहीं करना है अभी भी. Okay, so I'm going to come back to that from again. When the Lord your God gives them over to you and you defeat them, you shall put them under the ban, make no covenant with them, and do not be gracious to them. You shall not intermarry, blah, blah, blah. You would turn your sons. Okay, we read this, and this is how you must deal with them. Got it? For you are a people holy to the Lord. It was not because you're okay. We've done this. And again, so 16th, we'll jump to 16. You shall consume all the people which the Lord your God is giving over to you. You are not to look on them with pity, not serve their gods, for that would be a snare. Like, do not, divine is like literally saying, don't pity them. 111 on the clock. If you say to yourselves, the nations are more numerous. Okay, again, okay, and if you're, let's say, for instance, which is always the case, if you're outnumbered, my chosen, divine is saying, what if you say to yourselves, these nations are more numerous than we? Nations in the sense, like, again, symbolically, they're like a lot of your opponents are many in number, like they're huge in terms of like in number strength, right? Then how can, and you were thinking, how can we dispossess them? How do you do that? Divine is saying, do not be afraid of them, rather remember clearly what the Lord your God did to Pharaoh and to all of Egypt. Again, confirmation. And no matter what, kitni badi, like Egypt were like the most powerful empire at the time, and Pharaoh being the Trump of the world, literally, you know, replace Egypt with USA and Pharaoh with Trump, for instance, and take it back like many thousand years. It was literally that. And this was not even a democracy. Like, whatever Trump, you know, does, Pharaoh was exactly that in those times. Or slight, or even worse, maybe. I don't know. But it's like, do not be afraid of them. Rather remember clearly what the Lord your God did to Pharaoh and to all of Egypt. The great testings which your own eyes have seen, the signs and wonders, the strong hand and outstretched arm with which the Lord your God brought you out. You would have seen your own life. Divine is saying your own life is a testimony. I keep saying this, right? My life is, I'm a living, breathing testimony of divine favor, of divine intervention, you know, and divine love. The same will also he will do to all the people whom you are now. So he's basically saying, I will do to those people. Literally saying, the same, so whatever he did, he's saying the same also will he do to all the people of whom you are now afraid. If you're like, let's say afraid, he's using, divine is using a strong term, afraid. But if you're like, there are people around you. If you're concerned, yes, in fact, it could be, some of you could be afraid of them, right? Like, oh my God, they're like too many in number, or like, hum to nahi, hum to kuch nahi hoega, hum to too big. This was a download. It was like, again, it was like your opponents might be saying, like, we are too big to be punished. You're just so big. You're so big to punish. So just remember, like, literally this download is coming from the divine saying, like, I will do exactly what I did to the Pharaoh and to the all of Egypt. It's not just Pharaoh, the entire Egypt. His land was wiped. That civilization was wiped, right? And his rule was wiped. So the great test. So the divine literally saying, I will do the same to you, all the people from whom you're afraid. Those words. And then says, moreover, the Lord your God will send, so he's saying, I will send hornets among them until those who are left and those who are hiding from you are destroyed. You know what hornets are, right? So like, I will send them until they're destroyed. Like, things will chase them, is what I'm saying. Take it symbolically. Evil things, bad energy, what they were putting out against you will now chase them. And this is exactly what is happening. to them right now. Literally is happening. One after the other. One says कि अच्छा ये हमने पता ऐसे हमने तो that person either something happens to that person or in their life. And it makes them question, it really makes them question, is God real? Maybe if I had not done this to her or to him, maybe to a chosen one, if I had not done this to a child of God, maybe it had not happened to me. Maybe. Literally, it's making them think, but it's too late now. They've done the karma, right? So they have to pay for it. And divine will not rest until they are completely destroyed. It says, the Lord your God will send hornets among them until those who are left and those who are hiding from you. From you. People are now scared of you. Oh, we did this last time also. Like, people are like genuinely like slightly spooked. They are afraid. Yes. Why am I sugarcoating shit? They are afraid. It's like, unless those who are hiding from you are destroyed, everybody is going to be destroyed. No matter if they think, oh my God, abhi dar lag raha hai, to abhi chup jao and baad mein nikal lenge. No. If you're big, you're small, everybody is going to be taken down. Right? Therefore, do not be terrified of them. Divine is saying, do not be terrified of them. For the Lord your God, who is in your midst, is a great and awesome God. Literally, the word awesome is here, so don't be. How cute. It says, therefore, do not be terrified. So, collective, whoever is feeling like, oh my God, this, oh my God, that, let me tell you, it literally is coming from divine. It says, therefore, do not be terrified by them, for the Lord your God, who is in your midst, is a great and awesome God. Don't worry about it. Everybody will be taken down. And nothing wrong will happen to you. Just go ahead and live your life, okay? He will remove these nations before you, little by little. Oh, did we not just talk about chipping away when negativity chips away our essence, right? Our literal things. We just talked about it, collective, right? So literally divine is using the same analogy, saying he will remove these nations before you, little by little. Like the same thing, divine will do the same thing to them. Take them out teeny mini more. Like not just take them out in one go and make it easy for them. They will face the same difficulty level or worse from what they did to you. And this is going to be public. So that, everybody learns a lesson. This is going to be a public spectacle. Everybody will see it. It will be very visible. The Lord your God will give them over to you and throw them into utter panic until they are destroyed. I don't have to explain that. The Lord your God will give them over to you and throw them into utter panic until they are destroyed. I think that they have reached that utter panic stage. It's only the destruction stage that is like left now. Divine has thrown them into utter panic. Or if it is not, then it is happening. They see it coming, trickling in. He will deliver their kings into your power. So their kings will be delivered to you. They will have to submit to your power. The Pharaoh, right? The Pharaoh of our worlds. This 3D world, the current times, will be delivered into your power, that you may make their names perish from under the heavens. No one will be able to stand up against you till you have destroyed them. Bro, divine, I'm telling you, divine is in the mood. Like, I will give them over to you and you will decide. The power of your speech, your spoken word is fire, my collective. Whatever you do is fire. The image, whatever, again, the fire. Again, this line also, this para 25, the words I'm about to read has fire. The images of their gods you shall destroy by fire. Again, this is Bible. Okay, take it symbolically. It's from a Christian point of view, an older point of view. It doesn't mean that, oh my God, ye keh rahe hain ki wo kata do. Whatever. The images of their gods you shall destroy by fire. Do not covet the silver or gold on them, nor take it for yourselves, lest you be ensnared by it, for it is an abomination to the Lord your God. So he's saying like they're spoiled. Like, let's say if you think, it is not like an old-time warrior. You destroy somebody and you take their stuff. You will not take anything from them. That means, again, symbolically, nothing which has to do anything with them. Like, it has their energy. We don't want any bad energy in our life. We will earn everything on our own. If it is money, then we will earn anything on our own. If it is love, we have ample people loving us and we'll get new people. We'll get new people to love us, new relationships, better understanding, more harmony, more peace. But you're not supposed to take anything in from them. Again, it's not just the symbol money. It's given like gold and silver. It's symbolic of their love, attention, clout or whatever, security, whatever it is, whatever, it is, a relationship or whatever it is that you look at, or even like literal, like I said, again, literal money could be like somebody, like we discussed earlier, collective. If somebody has taken something from you, you were not supposed to have that in any place. In any ways, it was not yours. They've taken from you, they've stolen from you, it was not yours. It will be, if it has been taken away, let it go. It's fine. You will get it 1,000 times, or whatever it was, like whatever it was, you'll get it many, 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 many times back. All right, you don't have to even worry about it. The person who stole from you, however, needs to worry about it, because every and anything, not even a tiny thing, let's say you was just sitting in silence, you're just being yourself. I'm just giving an example. You're just by being yourself, and then somebody just disturbed your peace intentionally. You're like, oh my God, she's too peaceful. I'm giving just my example from my life. She's too peaceful. She looks like really happy. What is she smiling about? And they did something to take that, that peaceful moment from you, to try to. Obviously, I'm sure it doesn't bother you. And if it bothers you, then you work on your healing again, all right? Keep going at it. But let's say they did that act to take that peace in that moment from you, to steal from you in that moment. They will have to pay back for it. And divine is like, I will destroy them, bring them to your feet, and in fact, you will, burn them with your fire, right? You shall not bring any abominable things. It's like divine is saying their energy, their belongings, their love, whatever they bring to the table, is an abomination. Divine's like rejecting their energy. Let's say, for an instance, like, okay, no, you got it. I don't want to give you any more examples. You got it. You shall not bring any abominable things into your house. So what does the house means? Like, again, symbolic, into your life, into your being, into your presence, into your energy. This is gold right now. You will not bring, divine is 111 on the clock. Divine is literally saying you will not bring any of that into your house. We didn't do all this cleanup to bring in dirt. We didn't do all of this hard work. We didn't clean up the house to let like other people just run havoc, right? This is done. This is over. The chapter is done, over. They were not, whatever that thing, people, whatever it is, whatever it was in your life, some energy, it's supposed to be remain in the past. All right. I'm getting tired now. It is 1 hour, 12 minutes. Yes. Okay. So this is what we'll cover, I think, today. But you want to like read it. It is Deuteronomy chapter 7. You can read it. I can't find that fidelity and prosperity thing. Like, I don't know where it is. But I'll find it and I'll just make a note of it. I don't know where. God's Care is next. Chapter 8's title is God's Care. And oh yeah, there was this promise of milk and honey, right? Divine's like, increase your great joy, promise your land. Something with milk and honey. In the Bible also, yeah, divine, I got it. In the Bible also, it says milk and honey, the promised land of abundance and milk and honey. And even in our, in our Vedas, also, I think that's what is, it's like milk and honey is symbolic of a lot of different kinds of abundance. I want you to just think about it, research on it. What does milk and honey, what do they symbolize? What do they mean? Just like random, I'm not just saying just random abundance that we all know, right? But just research a little bit on it. What does milk and honey, what does it mean? The deeper meaning of milk and honey. All right? Sure, that'll be all for today. My voice is just now like, okay, we are done for the day. Yep. It is, oh wow, it is, it's 9:54. We started quite early today. By my standards, I mean. Otherwise, there are days I start literally at 10:30 or even later, dude. I've done that too. But anyway, this was nice, right? It was nice. It was slightly staggered, but then see, that's how downloads come. And you'll see a lot of people, they stutter a lot while channeling. Okay, there's a different thing when you have downloads written down. There's a different thing. But when they're channeling, It's like because a lot of information is flowing and you're trying to grasp it. And you're only a human being, no matter how well you've done for yourself, how much you've ascended, you're still a human being talking to divine energy, like source. So it just takes like, it could be quite overwhelming. So there are certain days it just comes, there's a lot happening and they're like reminded of this, you're shown that and this and that. So you'll see a lot of it. So I think today was one of those days, slightly staggered. So I hope it made sense to you. And if not, just have a go at it again. Just have a listen again, right? Okay, so I will, oh yes, I forgot to tell you now that we are in 1 hour, 15 minutes almost. Yeah, we are, exactly. I had flipped the cards just once, one card, and this what came out, aid. There's a lot of divine help available, like, and look at it both ways. Of course, aid as in help. I told you there's a lot of negative energy around you trying to do their dance, but there's also a lot of reinforced, exactly, thank you divine, reinforced positive energy, angelic energy. I mean it, angelic energy around you. And these are like not just angels, I mean like pure energies, like literal devis, deities, devtas, whoever you believe in, whoever you have ever prayed to, whoever wants to come into your life and just loves you. Even if you don't pray to them, it's not that they don't love you. They still like you, maybe from a distance, of like, oh my God, that's, whatever, whichever way they feel. That's what my experience is. I've had like literal deities like love me for no reason. I'm like, well, I don't even pray to you. So it could be that aid that is around you. You should be thankful to them. Whoever that you can't, you know of, whatever divine beings that you know of or you don't know of, all this energy is protecting you right now. And at the cost of repeating myself, I'm going to like reiterate that they are literally manifesting. For the first time, this is what I felt, manifesting. They've done that earlier, but that was like for much smaller things, if I've asked a question. I mean, I'll tell you those experiences later, but otherwise, literally, they are like around in numbers. In numbers. Yeah. And the card that, discovery. I just saw discovery and dharma. So you are like literally discovering a path of dharma. That yellow brick road is your dharma, the path to righteousness. That's your yellow brick road. You remember the card last time we talked about? That portal, the yellow road. Yeah, the enlightened path, the path of enlightenment. The path that divine, in fact, has lit, 1717 on the clock. Path divine has lit for you. Literally, that's where you need to walk. Just कहते हैं हिंदी में मार्ग प्रशस्त प्रकाशित कर रहे हैं. Like literally, that's where you need to go. Keep going that direction. Yes, please. Literally. Discovery. What else we had? Discovery. I just showed you. Throat chakra. See? Telling you it's your power. This is your throat chakra. Your words are fire. You have a blessing. You have a siddhi. You have a siddhi. And that is why you've been given these many life lessons, so that you understand. You get to get a much more, sorry if that moved, you get a higher perspective of life. That's why your life hasn't probably been more extra special, extra, kind of difficult level, difficulty level rather. Okay, see, it's like really, I'm very tired now. But I really mean it. I really mean that when I said that Lord Krishna's life, and I said I got tired of the demons that he was killing one after the other. Like, let him live for once, So I think it's like if he didn't tire, and you're in his army, why are you getting tired? If at all, whoever is in the collective, like literally, I mean, you are divinely blessed, and if at all these obstacles come in your way, they're coming to give you a much more richer experience, because you have been given that blue power, that fire that has been given to you, that to call upon judgment, call judgment upon these people rather. That's why your throat chakra gets so affected. That's what they're trying to stop. They're trying to stop you from speaking, from being visible, from being audible. Yeah. What else? We'll just take one card from in between, one or two cards if they show them. Okay, take one show card or the one. Consent. So, okay, they cannot do this without your consent. So again, in your mind, you need to just, if at all you feel like, just like I said, just read the scripture. Read about Sri Krishna's life. Genius. So read about Sri Krishna's life, who was a genius, right? He lived such a rich life, and he didn't live all those experiences for you to not learn from them. Just learn from them. See what he did. How he outmaneuvered everyone around him. He was very smart, right? Very, very smart, very street smart and book smart, both ways, right? So you need to just learn from him, see what he says. Of course, read the Gita, and otherwise just get to know him from whatever the challenges that he faced as a child, from where he grew, what he did. Of course, we think that he lived in a very affluent family, right? Of course, even his biological parents were like kings and queens, right? Like he came from that dynasty, but otherwise also even when he went to the other family, yeah, they were also quite affluent, right? So we think that he may not have had those challenges, but no, he went through. He was there to protect so many people. He did, and there's so many lessons to learn, my dear. All I'm saying is that you must just read, a challenge or two every now and then from Sri Krishna's life, and you'll love it. You will love it. Okay, so I'm going to end now on this note. I hope you all enjoyed this. I had a wonderful time, and I will try to see you very soon again. Until then, bye.